Okay, so we've talked about the designing the life that we want, right? What is after work? We've talked about solving for X. What do we need to fund that designed life? We've looked at the value enhancement of the business, what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, and then our exit strategies. So where do we go from there?
Well, the next is we look at what we call net proceeds, which is really looking at the tax situation. How do we ensure that the business owner and the business are set up optimally to keep as much money in the pocket as possible? Most of that discussion is around the capital gains exemption. So most business owners want to sell shares, and so they can take advantage of, there's $860,000 capital gains exemption for the sale of qualified shares of a qualified small business. What we find though is that about at least half the businesses, when they come to see us, don't qualify for the capital gains exemption. They think they do, but there are three main criteria for that capital gains exemption, and one or more of them they don't meet at the time that we talk to them.
So the tax part of this is a pretty significant one, especially with that exemption. What else is in the proceeds bucket, number 5?
Knowing the sort of the capital structure of the business, if the company has the assets to support additional debt, then the purchaser can use those assets in order to raise funds to pay the vendor. So if a vendor has to choose between financing the purchaser themselves or having the assets of the business able to support debt in order to pay them,
yeah, they'd rather that
they'd
one.
rather have that one,
Yeah.
and be off the hook. So we always look at that structure and talk to their banker early in the process to see how they can best support the kind of debt that a vendor could use, that a purchaser could use to help pay them.